Good evening and welcome to episode 10 of Let's Play Pokemon Red. As I'm sure you can recall, we are going to head into Rock Tunnel. And from what I hear, it is pretty dark inside. What do you know? It is pretty dark, although you can still see the walls pretty well, so it probably wouldn't be that hard to navigate through here. And we have a Geodude here. The Pokemon we find in this cave are going to be pretty typical cave Pokemon. Geodude, Zubat. I don't think there are any Paras or Clefairy here, unlike Mount Moon. But you can find two cool new Pokemon, which are Onix and Machop. I'm going to use a Repel, though. And I'm going to use Flash. And ta-da! Now it's like a normal cave. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. But I see a trainer right here. Pokemon fight! Ready, go! This guy is clearly excited for a battle. He is a super nerd, or a Pokemaniac, rather. Cubone. Haven't seen a Cubone yet. It's a ground-type Pokemon, so it is weak to Water Gun. Of the Pokemon in this cave, I wouldn't recommend catching an Onix. Probably not a Zubat either. Geodude's okay. He's a little slow, but if you don't mind training slow Pokemon, he can be good. He does, however, have quite a few weaknesses. But Machop is definitely a good Pokemon, and has some good evolutions as well. The one drawback about Machop is that he evolves into Machoke, and if you want to evolve your Machoke into Machamp, you have to have a buddy to trade with, or a second version. Game over. Not yet, it's not. So be warned that just like Kadabra, Haunter, and Graveler, if you want to train up a Machop all the way and evolve a Machoke, you do have to trade. Which wasn't a big deal in the original games, but if you're playing on the Virtual Console like we are, or if you're playing on an emulator or something like that, then you might want to take that into consideration. Another Slowpoke here. Luckily we have Wartortle out and not Nidoqueen, since Nidoqueen is weak to Confusion. I probably should have used Bite there. But Mega Punch didn't miss, so we're okay. Woo, I'm exhausted. You're exhausted. What about your poor Slowpoke? He's the one who did all the fighting. Anything over here? I don't know which way to go. Alright, let's go up here first, since I see a trainer here. I don't often come here, but I will fight you. She trying to, like, quote the most interesting man in the world there? I don't often come to Rock Tunnel, but when I do, I fight with Oddish. Now, Oddish is super effective against Wartortle, but I think the only grass attack it knows is Absorb. It does know an array of annoying Powder-type moves, though. Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, Poison Powder. Of the three, though, I'd rather have Sleep Powder, honestly, just because you can wake up from sleep. Hey, a Bulbasaur. The other starter. But Paralysis and Poison, I would have to actually use an item to heal. Vine Whip, that is also going to be super effective. Decent amount of damage there. Luckily, we are 12 levels higher, and her Bulbasaur has not evolved into Ivysaur yet, even though it clearly could. Oh, I lost. Yes, you did. And we have to use another Repel. I do miss the new games where they tell you, like when your Repel wears off, it says, would you like to use another Repel? That's very convenient. Do you know about costume players? You mean cosplayers? I guess that's what it stands for. I do know about cosplayers, since one of the big conventions is actually fairly close to me. Though I've never personally been. And a Charmander, another Squirtle. Another Squirtle. Another starter Pokemon. And a Cubone. Didn't see a Cubone through the first third of the game, but now we've seen two. And I'm sure we're going to see plenty more in our time playing. Well, that's that. It's a good attitude, I guess. I feel like we're going the right way because we're running into all these trainers. My Pokemon techniques will leave you crying. Yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. Unlike Mount Moon, I'm not going to go out of my way to explore every corner of the cave. I don't think there are any items here that we really need, but I will try to make sure we see a decent amount of it. Should be a one-hit KO. And it was. Very nice. I give. You're a better technician. Technician? Not the word I would have used. Another guy over here. Let's fight him while we're here. Hit me with your best shot. That's a song. And he's got a Machop, that fighting type I was talking about earlier. Kyle is starting to get a little low on health here. Might need to use some potions soon, or switch out to Veery. Chop is mixing it up with a low kick, and another crit. So many crits these days. Hopefully a second Pokemon is a Geodude or an Onix. It is an Onix, good. Because those Pokemon are doubly weak to water and have a low special stat. So water attack should do a ton of damage to them. And there we go. Fired away. Okay, let's go ahead and put Veery in the front. I didn't want to do that before, just because I had a good feeling we'd be fighting some rock types in this cave. Is this another hiker? Probably. This tunnel goes a long way, kid. Maybe he'll have some Machops and not some Geodudes. He's got 4 Pokemon, though. And Geodude does have high defense. Oh, but we know Water Gun, that's right. I had forgotten that Veery knows Water Gun. Very glad that we taught that to her. It'll make these battles go a lot more smoothly. She does not get same type attack bonus from Water Gun, but it's still powerful enough to defeat Geodudes. And there's another one. Alright, that's 3 Pokemon down, 1 more to go. And it's another Geodude. So the Pokemon in this cave are a little repetitive after a while, but I do kind of like how the game devs sort of spaced out the addition of new Pokemon. So at first you're just seeing like normal types and bug types, and now we're starting to get a few different Pokemon, Machop, Slowpoke, Cubone. Let's fight this guy real quick for some easy XP. He thinks he might be lost. I think he might be right. And as we go, they'll continue to throw new interesting Pokemon into the mix, although we've probably seen a decent amount by this point. I suppose we can check the Pokedex afterwards. I think it'll tell you how many you've seen. Another Onix. This guy really likes his Onix. I was going to say Onixes, but the plural of all Pokemon is just their same name over again. So if you have multiple Nidoqueen, you still have multiple Nidoqueen. You have a Nidoqueen or multiple Nidoqueen. You have a Pikachu or multiple Pikachu. You can tell that somebody doesn't know Pokemon if they talk about, oh, are you catching Pikachus? It's not Pikachus, it's just Pikachu. It's like sheep. You know, I am herding a sheep, I am herding sheep. And we'll face this guy too. We might actually need to go down that ladder over there. Not entirely sure. 2 Pokemon from this guy. Another Geodude. I'm surprised these guys don't have like a couple Zubats for all the time they spend in these caves. Or Mankeys. They could have given them some Mankeys just to be different, but there really aren't that many more Pokemon they could have. Hey, Graveler! Our first Graveler. Wow, I do not remember Graveler looking like that. It's a very different look from its more recent icons. Graveler, of course, is the evolved form of Geodude. So yeah, we've seen 62 Pokemon, of which we own 11. So not bad. There are only 150 in the game, plus Mew. Let's use one more Repel. And there are a couple legendary Pokemon we won't be able to see from other trainers. Probably a few Pokemon that other trainers just don't happen to have. Like the final forms of starters, for example. Not sure if this is a dead end. It is. Alright, well, let's go ahead and face this girl. Probably a junior trainer, since she's in a cave. I don't imagine there are too many lasses roaming around in caves. Yep, junior trainer. And she's got a Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff has a lot of HP. Let's see how its defense is. Not good enough, apparently. And a Pidgey. Seen one Pidgey, you seen them all. Veery has over 100 HP, not bad. And a Meowth. Good old little Meowth. Really is funny how you can read a sprite one way for so many years and then see it a totally different way once you actually know what the Pokemon looks like. Oh, I did my best. Meowth 2, I believe, is a blue version exclusive. Maybe with... I don't know, I think it's Ekans and Sandshrew. I'm not sure who Meowth is partnered with. Let's use Repel there. And yet another Hiker. Can we beat his power? Let's find out. What do you know? Another Geodude. Well, I had 100 Poké-Dollars for every time we beat a Geodude. Well, I pretty much do, because these guys give out a couple hundred for beating them. But still. I'd be even richer than I currently am. The nice thing about Geodude, though, are that they're very easy to defeat, so... kind of okay with that. Better that than a bunch of Zubats or, you know, Jigglypuff or something like that. Pidgeotos would be tough. Or not tough, but at least would take a couple attacks to beat. These guys are pretty much just free experience. Oops, outmuscled. Okay, we probably need to go north, but let me check down here first. Yep, dead end. I'm sure we've missed... Oh, ran right into that guy. Guessing he is a junior trainer male. Ah, maybe a Pokemaniac. So he's talking about the Pokedex. Yep. And he's got a Slowpoke. These guys tend to only have Slowpoke and Cubone, I think. Which I guess are seen as semi-rare Pokemon, kind of. Rare but not powerful Pokemon. And they're really not that rare, in all honesty. They are apparently a little durable, though. That one lived through my Body Slam. I was also looking up the... Oh, that's going to be super effective. I was looking up the sprites from Gen 1. Just to remember what they all looked like. And it turns out that while the sprites were definitely updated from the original Red and Green version, basically when the games came out in Japan in '96, there was Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green. And those were like the, you know, the bare bones default games, original little hand drawings of all the icons. So I mean, it worked as a game, and it was apparently, you know, a hit over there. But it was about a year or two later when they finally decided to release the games in the US. And at the same time they were doing that, they also made a blue version for Japan, which is their third version, after Red and Green, which came out together. So for the Japanese blue version, and for the American releases, which were later titled Red and Blue, I think because they figured kids probably like Red and Blue more than they do Green overall. They decided to... It's basically the same game in all of the different versions. In all, whether it's the Japanese... Oh, lived with like 1 HP there. Probably literally 1 HP. Whether it's the Japanese Red, Green, or Blue, or whether it's the American Blue or Red. I think they're all more or less the same, like plot-wise, and pretty much the exact same game. But one of the differences are the sprites for the Pokemon. The sprites were redone when they were imported to America, and or at least the English versions. I guess Europe got them as well. I'm not really sure, but they were redrawn, and they're a lot better. I mean, some of them are still really funny looking, but they're definitely a step up from the originals. You can find them all like on Bulbapedia, or just Google like Generation 1 sprites, and you can probably find them on Google Image Search. But the reason a lot of the back sprites look so funny, it turns out, is because they didn't upgrade the back sprites, only the front sprites. So like this Nidoqueen sprite, I have no idea like what I'm even really looking at here. I think those are the spikes on her back and her ears, but it's just, you know, no offense to I forget what the guy's name is who draws these things, but I think his more recent works are definitely an improvement over these. And I'm not sure if the back sprites were upgraded for yellow. I think they probably are the same. The front sprites were once again upgraded though, or just, I don't know about upgraded, but they were changed to be something different. I think we are almost out of Rock Tunnel. But yeah, that's a big reason why the, I mean, the front sprites are hit or miss. Even if some of them look weird, you know, they're still kind of endearing because they are the classical looks. So I personally don't mind them. And some of them are actually pretty cool. But the back sprites, yeah, those, not a big fan. And like Oddish here, not the best sprite, but I mean, it, you know, it does the job. You can tell what it is, some kind of like beat creature. Pidgey's is really nice. Nidoqueen's front sprite, you know, looks good. Nidoking's is really nice actually, but yeah, the back, same thing with Wartortle, as I mentioned before, they're just not necessarily the best. She's out of Pokemon, yes she is. That means we win the battle. Just real quick to show you guys what I'm talking about. See, Nidoqueen looks cool, and you know, there's Wartortle. He looks okay. Blastoise looks pretty awesome, actually, once we evolve. But, yeah, the back sprites, not quite as good. Alright, we're going to not use another Repel, because I think we're almost out. Rock Tunnel, Cerulean City to Lavender Town, as if you didn't already know where you're going. And I think we made it. Is she a trainer? I'm feeling a bit faint from the tough hike. I guess she is, but we'll battle her anyway. I think you can enter Rock Tunnel from this end as well. I don't think there are any like ledges like there were outside of Mount Moon. But let's battle these trainers anyway, just for some extra experience. We're out of Body Slam, so let's go with Scratch. Wow, critical hit. Good job, Veery. And a Pidgeotto. Too bad I didn't save any Body Slams. Pidgeotto is a little bit bulky. Yeah. But apparently we can kill it with just 2 scratches. So that's not too bad. And that's another win. Right, I'm going to go ahead and put Wartortle back in the front. He's low on HP, but at least his moves have more power points left. And this guy seems to be another hiker. Ha 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 ha, is all he says. Hopefully he has rock types, not like Machops. Geodude, I will take it. Alright, Wartortle. Give him a shot of your water gun attack. And come on, another Geodude. Onix, okay, I'll take an Onix. Should be another easy win. And so it was. Ah ha ha, not laughing. Hey hey fever. Ha, achoo. Okay. You got me, I was reading that as laughter. I think there's a berry tree over here in Gen 2. Is there a hidden item here? There is! It's like all the berry trees in Gen 2 are just hidden item trees in Gen 1. They say potions don't grow on trees, but I'm not so sure about that. And another hiker over here. This mountain air is delicious. Are you really in the mountains though? I guess we are in a town in the mountains, but we're not really on the mountain anymore. We're outside of it. And he's got an Onix. Onix is a pretty cool looking sprite too. Like a lot of people really liked Onix just because, I mean, it's a cool looking Pokemon. It's a giant rock snake. It is pretty awesome when you think about it. Unfortunately, its stats and typing just don't live up to the hype. And for that reason, I was never the biggest fan of Onix. At least I guess for that reason. But I will admit, it is a pretty cool looking Pokemon. I know a lot of people were excited when they added Steelix, but even Steelix was just a little too slow for my taste and one too many weaknesses. Is this guy a trainer? He is, but this is the last trainer until we reach our destination, Lavender Town. And because it's a town, not a city, it will not have a gym, but there's still a lot to see and do there. And it's one of the most memorable towns in the entire game, in my opinion. Like, whenever you hear the theme song for Lavender Town, it brings you right back. Lavender Town, as somebody mentioned before in this game, is known for its ghost Pokemon. It's the haunted town. There's a really cool, if you have Spotify, search Pokemon Symphony Orchestra. There's a playlist there where it has all the themes from this game, but played by an entire symphony orchestra, and they sound amazing. Like I was listening to that at work for a while, and I listened to it when I played Pokemon Go for a bit. Some of the songs there were really well done, and it hits you like all the nostalgia coming flooding back. Ghosts appeared in Pokemon Tower. I think they're the spirits of Pokemon that the Rockets killed. See, this game was, for a kid's game, it was pretty serious. Like, Pokemon die in this game, or at least have died before the game's timeline. Alright, let's heal up our Pokemon. And we'll explore town a little bit before the episode ends, since we did go through a lot to get here. Team Rocket will do anything for the sake of gold. There's gold in this game? I thought it was like Poké Dollars. I saw Cubone's mother die trying to escape from Team Rocket. Aw. Poor Cubone's mother. Cubans wear skulls, right? People will pay a lot for one. See? Pokemon poaching. Like, that's not something they ever talk about in more recent episodes, but this was a serious game. It's one of the things I think people liked about it. It didn't... Even though it's a kid's game, it doesn't treat you like a kid. It deals with a lot of grown-up themes. Do you believe in ghosts? In real life, no, but in-game, I definitely do. Really? So there are believers. May the souls of Pokemon rest easy. Pokemon Tower. We'll head in there next episode. But, yeah, that's where Pokemon go to rest. Lavender Town, the noble purple town. Or maybe not next episode, but definitely in an episode soon to come. Memorial services are held in Pokemon Tower. Lavender Volunteer Pokemon House. This is Mr. Fuji's house, I think. Although he's not home. That's odd, Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? Don't ask me, I just got here. This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind. He looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokemon. Oh, that's nice of him. There's a Psyduck. I'm sure we'll see some of those later on. Pokemon Monthly Grand Prize Drawing. The application form is gone. It's been clipped out. Aw. Now we can't enter. There's a Nidorino. You wouldn't know the difference between Nidorino and Psyduck unless you talked to him. There's a Pokemart down here. I wonder if there's any new items for sale. I'm searching for items that raise the abilities of Pokemon during a single battle. X Attack, X Defend, X Speed, and X Special are what I'm after. Do you know where I can get them? Probably in Cerulean City. You know Revive? It revives any fainted Pokemon. Ooh, does that mean this guy sells revives? I want to buy one or two of those. Great Balls. Let's buy 4 Great Balls. I wish I had stocked up on more Pokeballs. We could actually use some of them. Let's buy 2 more Super Potions. I don't want to spend all my money here, but I'll spend a bit. Revive, we'll buy 2 of those just in case. Like I said, I'm not going to use them during battle because that makes the game even easier than it already is, but I might as well buy a few for between battles. I should probably buy more than 2 Super Repels, honestly. We do have some regular Repels left. And other than that, the typical stuff. Alright. Good visit. Let's see what's in here. This guy... Oh, the Name Rater, right. I am the official Name Rater. Want me to rate the nicknames of your Pokemon? No thank you. Fine, come anytime you like. So, basically, he will always say your names are fantastic, I think. But they could be better. And so he offers to change them for you. So he's really the name changer more than the Name Rater, but RP-wise, they decided to make him a Name Rater. I hate those horrible Rockets. That poor Cubone's mother. It was killed trying to escape from Team Rocket. And there's a Cubone. I don't know if that's the one whose mother was killed or not. But yeah, guys, that is Lavender Town. The town of haunted Pokemon and deceased Pokemon. What's this sign say? New Silph Scope. Make the invisible plain to see. Silph Company. An advertisement right in the middle of town. Kind of odd if you ask me, but keep that in mind because we will need a Silph Scope a little later on. So, alright, I'm going to end this episode here. It was kind of a short one, but a good one nonetheless. And when we come back, we're going to have a couple really exciting things in store. I don't want to spoil anything. But personally, I can say I'm really looking forward to the next episode, so hopefully you guys are too. And I'll see you then.